Marcus, good morning. I'm already seeing a lot of activity behind you. It's just past 7 a.m. on the East Coast. What are you seeing?
Hey, Hena, good morning. Yeah, too much ice, too much snow, too much turkey for some people, right? We finally have a busy, bustling Newark Airport. We're in Terminal A here, and behind me we have a very busy line. Not a bad wait time, about 10 minutes on that front, and then a lot of folks pre-checking in here as well at those kiosks. I just love the kiosks. I love, any sort of self-pay thing at like a fast food place. I'm for that. So these folks checking in, trying to get what they can as far as information goes. Delays over 900 right now, and then cancellations more than 400 as well. So those numbers pretty high. It's only 7:19 on the East Coast here. So today is the busiest travel day of the weekend. The TSA expects more than 3 million passengers to move through security lines just like the one we're in front of. AAA, in fact, says more than 81 million Americans are traveling for the holiday this year, the most we've ever seen. And with more than 3.3 million seats scheduled to fly today alone, this is shaping up to be the most crowded air travel day of the year. All of this colliding, as you mentioned so well, Hena, with a major winter storm. Snow and ice from the Midwest. My mom texted me all the snow they're getting out there from Ohio. That's moving east, already causing thousands of delays and more than 1,400 cancellations Saturday. And then the majority of weather hitting the Midwest. However, the latest numbers show that the system is quickly backing up. I mentioned it there. We're approaching 1,000 delays across the country. Today's 3.3 million seats are part of the 6 million domestic flyers expected over the holiday weekend. That's a 2% jump from last year. Bottom line, at Newark, the weather and growing delays are going to give passengers a little bit more than they bargained for, but a lot of folks here seem to be in an okay mood if I were to judge it from a distance. But a lot of that speed walking right now I'm seeing, and trying to get to their gate.
Yeah, well, they're also trying to, work off that Thanksgiving dinner and dessert. You and I are talking about the challenges the weather is creating. What about the staffing shortages and, of course, the Airbus recall we were telling our viewers about this weekend?
Yeah, those two things on top of weather, right? The weather you can't do anything about. You have to, fly safely, and of course, decisions are going to be based on that. But when you see lines like this starting to stack up over here, as we can show our viewers, you can see that delays are starting to happen because of those staffing issues. It's causing some ground stops in certain areas here as well because of the ATC staffing issues as well. So that's a ripple effect that's going on. And then the A320 update also adding pressures. Airlines told to roll back the flight control software that helps set the jet's nose angle. Some older planes need hardware completely swapped out. That takes a couple of hours. Secretary Duffy says U.S. carriers have made great progress. They don't expect any sort of major disruption from that, but just another thing to deal with. And if you were able to watch yesterday, we talked to a family who was 4 hours early to the airport. Heed their advice and try to get here or wherever you're at as soon as possible.
Always good advice. Marcus Espinoza live at Newark Airport. Thank you, Marcus.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.